episode of Farmer Plays Lotro. I believe this one is going to be number 9, so I am a little bit ahead in the recording department, while I am still editing a few other videos that I've been doing. So I am essentially just stockpiling at the moment. We're here in Gondamon. I think it's said Gondamon, yeah. And we're essentially going to accept all the quests we can find here. You restore the water flow? Why, it's not flowing nearly enough at all. You may clear out some problems over at Noglon, but there must be something else blocking the flow around here. The goblins in these hills are causing us no end of grief. They've blocked off the river with debris and slowed the flow to a trickle, and what water exists is fouled by their presence. I can send a crew to remove the debris, but I need someone with a stout heart and a strong sword arm to clear out some of the goblins. I can't afford to lose any workers with the dour hands to contend with. You can find the canal west of here, just past the hills. Goblins have a camp west of their makeshift dam. Alright, we have something up here with Galefin. If white stir the bones of the ancient Edain, then an evil has arisen in these mountains which we should all fear. The fell spirits that stir the bones of the dead are servants of Angmar, the Witch King of old, and of the Shadow in the east. I must ask you to seek out this evil and put whatever end you may to it before its darkness spreads. Take this elf stone to Glamir. He dwells now in the ruins to the northeast of Gondamon, at the southern end of the Grimwater. So those are a little bit higher level quests, and while usually I'd run towards them, I believe by playing through other sections of this area that I will get more quests to go there. The wind coming down from the mountains shakes my bones ache year round. It makes my bone ache year round, but even the younger centuries feel the chill when the days grow short. We could use more pelts to make blankets and clothing in preparation for the coming winter. There is no shortage of wolves prowling in the wilds, especially to the west. I expect you will have no difficulty obtaining some furs for me. Wolves are wild creatures, but at least their fur is warm. We'll do the next one. Our huntsmen are skilled, but this year's hunt has proven particularly difficult, what with the cold and the wretched dour hands. I have found myself short of supplies for the coming winter. You can help us by bringing in some bear meat. There's plenty of bears in the wilds around Gondamon, especially to the north. We will preserve and store the meat for the coming months. Alright, that's what you want. You're good doing crafting stuff. We don't need that. Nothing until here. Well, this is crafting. We don't need to do this. The grocer has a quest for us. The hunters who have been plying the forest north of Gondamon have come to me with stories of being threatened or even attacked by those backstabbing dour-hand brigands. If you're a mind to lend us a hand, you could head out there and deal with treacherous thinbeards. They need to learn not to meddle with the hunters of Gondamon. The dour-hands have built a small camp to the north of here in the hills somewhere. You will find plenty of heads to break there, I'd warrant. And we have something up here, I believe. A couple of them, actually. Well, that's quite a lot. So we're finishing Goblins in the South quest here. You carry with you a fetish of the Blue Crag Goblin tribes. It's clear that the wild creatures are on the move and intend to launch an offensive against the Vale of Thrain. Troubling news, to be sure. We must crush the Goblins' forces before they become an even greater threat. Their presence in the Vale is a festering blight on the land, and if we do not stop it now, it will spread like a shadow across the land. And you give me no quests? That's strange. Alright. Stranger, please tarry and hear my plea. My brother Gedlir Golden Tongue was a great warrior. Curse my treacherous tongue. I should say he is a great warrior, but I fear for his life. Though he is a doughty fighter, Gedlir longs for peace. Even against the advice of our elders in Thorin's Hall, he felt that there must be a way to come to some sort of understanding with the Dowerhands. So he and some companions set out to the great Dowerhand encampment north of Gondamon. I think he went to the westernmost of the camps, the larger one. He did not return from his mission. Please seek him out. If he is slain, return to me with news so we may seek our revenge on his murderers. You will know my brother easily by his gleaming shield, a great heirloom of our family. I mean, if he's dead, I assume they take the shield. There's a quest up there. Let's just hop on our horse. No, go away. We don't do that. You could not have arrived with this news at better time, added. An elf prince has gone missing, and the elves are convinced that we adopted him, and refuse to believe otherwise. We have learned where their prince is being held, an encampment of Dowerhands to the northeast. Your information tells us a great deal about his fate, and I hope it's enough. The elves have sent an emissary to Gondamon, and she insists that we rescue this Avorthal as a sign of our goodwill. A sign of our goodwill, as if the Longbeards need to prove anything. I've always considered myself an even-tempered dwarf, but this emissary has gone too far. We need someone who is neither dwarf nor elf to organize this rescue. I do not want to be responsible for an outbreak of war in the Blue Mountains. I mean, I'm a dwarf. Alright. Ah, I see. That elf woman is a stiff-necked and suspicious. She does not recognize the difference between Durin's folk and the Dowerhands. Do you recognize the difference between elves and, well, elves? No. If my dwarves attempt to rescue her elf prince and fail, she will assume that we're in league with the Dowerhands and call for war upon my people. What we need is someone trusted by elves and dwarves alike to make this attempt. There's a man, a ranger out... apologies. There's a man, a ranger out of the wilds in the east, who has assigned both our kindreds at sundering times. He is masterful in the art of hunting and stealth. Seek the ranger Langlas at the hunter's lodge to the east of here. I only hope he will accept this responsibility. I mean, this is just nonsensical. The elves know where he is. And if they, are prepared to wage war on you, why aren't they just prepared to wage war on those that hold their prince captive and find out the difference? But I digress. I do as I'm told, or something of the sort. All right, let's plan. Clear the way and something purple. Warming garrison. What's that? Warming garrison, clearing the way. Yeah, I guess we'll start with those. Blue is feeding the outpost. Alright. Right, we'll start with going down. And we will do the wolves. Then we will at the same time, hopefully, to clear the way. And after that we will head down to the hunter's lodge and then move up. Haha, fresh recruit, he's running. Alright, let's focus. We don't need to do the bird. What we do need is something here. Alright. We'll take care of these novices. Alright. Do I have some more gambits? That would be really nice. No, I do not yet. Alright, I want this trapper, like a lot. And to you, I would like to do a goad. Get both of you in on that. Put up a defensive. Oh, alright, you're done. I need one spoiler and then I'm out. And both of you are dead, so I can just go. Alright. First one is finished, though I assume I'll have to come back here. Assumptions aside, let's see if we can't get enough wolves in this area to finish the pelt quest. Deed bestowed. And let's kind of head down to the Hunter's Lodge. Alright, so 3 pelts I have. Let's see if I can get the rest before I end up at the lodge. I simply need one more. I can see him. I'll kick the bastard. And that's the end of him. Listen, oh, I didn't get a pelt from him. Oh, that sucks. Fine. Best not kick you, then see if that has better effects. No? Well, I need bears, but it's not really what I wanted. I want to finish the wolves. Don't like doing half-assed things. Let's go back a little bit. See if we can find the last one. You positively must have it. That's good. Let's go to the lodge. I have no worries of getting enough bears, because the lodge is going to hand us out quite a few quests around there. And so we can do the bears as part of the other quests. Get a little bit of a copper, and then first of all talk to the stable master. It's always the first thing to do. And we'll talk to Langlass. Elves and dwarves living as neighbors in Eredloon is worse than keeping a lynx kitten and a wolf pup in the same house. I hope you don't take any offense to my saying so. In the interest of maintaining peace in Eredloon, I will respect Matthew Stouthand's wishes and arrange for rescue of Avorthal. I do not want to bear the burden of bear the burden. My apologies. I totally lost where I was. I do not want to bear the burden of our rescue ending in failure, but the Rangers doesn't have the luxury of refusing such charges such as this one. If I were to refuse, Avorthar's life would be forfeit, and so too would be the peace in Eredluin. I will organize an attempt if you will help me. Rumor of Avorthal's capture has come to me. Mathi's fears have merit. The elves of Duiland remember the treachery of Skorgrim Dourhand 600 years ago and do not easily recognize the difference between dwarves. The short reign of Thrain and his son Thorin in Eredluin was marked by a grudging peace only because their folk kept to themselves and did not trouble the elves. Very well. I will help you to rescue Avorthal and hopefully avert a war. In these darkening times, strife between the enemies of Mordor can only serve to aid the Dark Lord. This rescue will not be easy. Return to me when you are ready to depart for the Dourhand camp. So this is what you would call an instance. And best we we'll wait with it a little bit. We'll talk to we'll talk to this guy here any day now. An elf named Penglir gave me this beautiful bow, but I've gone and lost it. Or more to the point, it was stolen from me. The Rangers make a point to stay out of feud between Longbeards and Dourhand, so I was not expecting to be waylaid by brigands out of Keledul. They overpowered me as I was looking for a good place to practice outside the town and stole Penglir's bow. The dwarves and Starkath, their leader, skulked near the walls of Keledul. I knew I wasn't worthy to deserve such a rich gift. I'm a failure, an embarrassment to Langlass and the Rangers. So hapless am I that I dare not fight Starkaths. Can you go forth and take the bow back from him? We can. But, dude, gear up. You're a ranger. Now, what happened to me? I was out hunting bear, and I came across this mother lynx and her cubs. The poor thing was tore up mightily by some hendrevale, and I was just able to grab her before they went after me. I twisted my ankle something terrible, but it'll heal. As will this old she-cat. She left a litter behind her, but we're both too battered to save the cubs ourselves. I'd feel awful if something happened to them, but I've no use to anyone until my ankle mends. Perhaps you can wander up to the den by the standing stones to the north and bring back any of the surviving cubs. I'd appreciate it, and I'm sure the mother would as well. Well, that's one of the things we're going to do next time. And as I say this, I am terribly afraid that the system audio hasn't been on this recording. So I guess I will stop recording this bit and check if it worked, and then we'll see if I'll edit some more after. Yeah, I'm terribly afraid that that's not on. So I'll end it. Thank you very much for watching this episode, even if it was without audio. Still not sure about that. I have perfect audio in my headphones, so we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again.